Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. So we are three again today. Shawnee and Erica and I are collabing on this video. It's 15 questions talking about our own selves, like being our own hype woman. And I don't know, like we're really good at hyping up our friends and family and like cheering them on and getting them to do all the things and being proud in not a condescending way. But I think a lot of times when it comes to us personally, women specifically, we forget to be that for our own selves. At the end of every video I say, don't forget to, what do I say? Be good and remember to be kind to you, because I do think that we forget to be kind to us. It's easy to hear or think the negative things and let that dominate. But if that's all you hear or think, then you're not going to be a very happy person. So I do think we should be kind to ourselves and to the people around us. I'm not saying, people who don't deserve your kindness, you could ignore them, but it's important to pay ourselves the respect and even the gratitude that we show other people for being who we are when we are being good. I don't know. Does that make any sense? This is all like very uncomfortable territory for me, in case you couldn't tell. So, yeah, let me think. I will have Erica and Shawnee's channels linked below. They're also doing this video, in case I haven't said this already. I am quite a mess, actually. This was hard for me. So could I say and so a few more times, because that's not annoying. Anyway, I do this eye look on camera and I answer the 15 questions Erica thought of. If you are here from Erica or Shawnee's channel and we haven't talked before, let me know and I'll say hey. I always respond to my comments, and there are lots of names that I recognize. And then there are some that I don't. So if you're one that I don't recognize, let me know that you came from them. And if you're going to Shawnee and Erica's channels, tell them I said, hey, how's it going? All right, I guess we should just get into this. I've procrastinated long enough. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. All right, here we go. You've already seen the look, but right now I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm thinking something pink, yellowy, pink, green, yellow. So I broke out my Blend Bunny Surge palette, because I think this has the shades that I want to play with. And I'm going to use the Enchina shade that I just got from Divina. It's a very cool eyeshadow. It's like yellow and pink and like lime green. It seems very cool. So that's my goal. Now, whether or not I can actually do it, that's another matter, because I have to answer a bunch of questions. So you already know that, because I'm going to do the intro at the end, because I don't know what I'm going to say yet. So, obviously, we are talking about the good things that are us. I know it's easy for me to hype up my friends and family and be supportive, and these are your great qualities and all of that. And I think for most of us, it's difficult when it is our own selves. But it shouldn't be. We should be proud of our accomplishments. We should feel good about the things that we do and have done and will hopefully still do. So I'm going to answer the questions and put on some makeups. Question number 1. What is a talent you possess that no one else in your family does? Now, I'm pretty sure everyone in my family would say makeups. I am one of the only people that I know who really does makeup. My sisters are, makeup minimalists. And they definitely aren't into it like I am. So I think I don't know that it's a talent. I've just always kind of been able to do it. Oh, that's a lot of fallout. Okay, I'm glad I did this and not my face. It's just something that I love and want to do, so it doesn't really feel like a talent. But I talked to my sister about this, my younger sister, and she kind of helped me understand a little bit. So definitely probably the makeups. Question number 2 is, what is an award you've won? I don't think I've ever won an award. Like, not in a poor me kind of way, but I don't think I've ever won an award. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't won an award. Question number 3, what is a skill you feel very blessed to have? Okay, this is another one that I had to have help with from my sister. It is something that I'm good at, and it is something that I am incredibly proud of. And I didn't really think of it as a skill until she schooled me in how wrong I was. But I can listen to a person and validate what is wrong and what is happening and honor that, but not get stuck in it. I'm really good at getting out, like you got to live with it for a minute, but then you have to move out. You can't live there. And whenever someone I care about is struggling, that's like my go-to. Like, okay, let's figure out why it's happening and how I can help you move past it. And apparently that's not something everyone can do, according to my sister. So either she was full of baloney, which I doubt because she doesn't lie, or it is an actual genuine thing. Either way, I am really good at it, and I'm really proud of being able to think about other people and do good where I can. Question number 4. Question 4, what is your best physical feature? I'm going to assume my eyes. When I was much younger, I used to get compliments on my eyes. Like, I don't know. I think a physical feature is something you're born with, so I'm not sure how much of a compliment it is. Like, thanks mom and dad for the good genes, but I guess my eyes. Number 5, what is something you always get compliments on? That's a weird one. Compliments. Compliments. I guess makeup. I don't necessarily get a lot of, okay, here's one. Again, from my sister. She thinks that I do a really good job with like interior design, making something minimal, but also cozy. She says I'm really good at minimal cozy. So that's something I get a compliment on. When people come into my house, they generally feel pretty comfortable. Like, that's what I want. When you come in, I want you to feel like you're home and you can be comfortable and relax and not feel like, you can't touch anything or, nothing weird. So yeah, okay, it's making my home comfortable. I get compliments on that. Number 6 is, what is the best part of your personality? Genuinely and honestly, this is what I'm incredibly proud of. I can find the good in almost anything. And if not like the good, an understandable reason behind it. So for example, you know, if we go out to eat and the wait staff is not the friendliest, I pretty much always think to myself, you know, maybe they're having a bad day, or, you know, maybe their life is falling apart and they're just doing the best they can. I don't take it personally, and I try to find the good. And so in situations like that, I will inevitably like leave a giant tip or something like that, because you just never know what your actions will do for them. So I always try to find the good, no matter the situation. I think if you sprinkle some goodness around, everything is better. You feel okay because I think if you're feeling kind, if you're feeling good, you just emote that. And I think that it draws other kindness and goodness to you. I know that sounds hokey, but if you're like ugly and miserable, you're gonna get a lot more ugly and miserable. And so the opposite has to be true, right? So yeah, I definitely think I'm good at finding the good. I really like that about me. What is something you do that always makes you laugh? Quite honestly, I think I'm hilarious. Mike does not think I'm hilarious, but I do. I think that I'm very, very fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I just keep wiping off my brush and then going back in with the same shadow. I think I'm hilarious. So something that I always laugh at about myself, or something that always makes me laugh. I can turn almost anything into a song, like a word, a phrase. I can usually think of a song that goes along with it, and that makes me giggle. Number 8, when and why did you feel the most proud of yourself? Okay, so I don't like advertise this, but I am a high school dropout. I dropped out of school in 9th grade. I was pregnant with Dallas. And I had known other kids who dropped out for one reason or another. And the one thing I had to do, I had to know that I was going to accomplish, was getting my GED. So I quit high school and got my GED before Dallas turned 1. And I was really proud of that, because nobody else I knew at that point who had quit school, other than like my stepsister, had actually gone further with their education. So I was really proud of that. I mean, the big scheme of things now, it's like, you know, not that big of a deal, but I was really proud of it at the time. Number 9, name one thing you've done in the past week that made you feel good about yourself. I think I gave the grandbabies a really fun day on Saturday and Monday, actually. So much of what I do is kid related, but I think it's important for them to feel as good as they can and be as confident as they can. And I try to do that with them on the reg. And I think I managed that this week. I know one of the older ones was struggling with, you know, just like chores and having to, you know, listen to her parents. And it's hard when you feel grown up, but you're not treated like a grown up. And so I just kind of pulled her aside and was like, listen, it sucks. It just does. But if you do it, the good things that come from it outweigh how much it sucks. And that was pretty good. I think she really heard me, or at least I hope so. Number 10, what is something that you're a total expert at? I'm an expert like in my own little world. I have no actual training or education, but I do think, excuse me, I do think when it comes to early childhood development and education, I know what I'm talking about. And not just like inflated ego thing, but like I've really spent a ton of time and energy wanting to learn and know how to help the babies the best I possibly can. So I think it's got to be early childhood education stuff. If you can be an expert without being an expert, I definitely am. All right. Number 11, what dish or meal do you make better than anyone else on this planet? Green bean casserole, and I will fight you. I make the best green bean casserole that has ever been invented. If you want to know what the secret is, it's entirely too much cheese. It just is. But yeah, my daughter really doesn't like vegetables, like at all. And she eats my green bean casserole. She won't eat anybody else's, but she eats mine. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll make a mean green bean casserole. I'm just gonna boop over with the light pink where these two shades meet. I think I like that better. Number 12, what is a game you win every time you play? I don't. Is that possible? Can you win a game every time you play? I mean, okay, if I'm playing tic-tac-toe with the babies, I'm gonna win, but yeah, I don't think there's a game that I win every time. Number 13 is, what is your song to yourself? I feel like this could mean literally anything, but for whatever reason, the song Margaritaville gets me. I remember laying in my dad's bed watching an old 80s country music show, and Jimmy Buffett was on singing Margaritaville, and I could feel my dad laying next to me. And from then on, anytime I heard the song, I knew it was going to be a good day. I don't know why, but I just knew it in my heart. And I think part of it is because no matter what you do and no matter what happens, it's your fault. You're the reason it's happening. You're the one who can control it. And that speaks to me, because I do believe that, like, you have to take responsibility. And I like that that's what the song ends up actually being about. All right, we have dun, 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 2 more questions. So let me go clean up my face, do the finishing touches. I'll come back, show you the look, and we'll answer the last 2 questions. All right, I'm back. My face is on, and we have 2 more questions. Number 14 is, what is a way you like to reward yourself? Are we supposed to do that? Because I don't think I do that. I don't think I punish myself, but I mean, maybe like if I have some extra chores to do and I get them all done, maybe I'll like paint my nails, because once you're painting your nails, you're pretty much stuck doing nothing for a little while. But I don't think I have a reward system for my own self. Maybe I should implement one. Let me know if you've got any suggestions. I'm all for positive reinforcement. I mean, if I can be a better person by giving myself rewards, I'm all for it. Number 15, the final question is, what is a goal you're currently striving to reach? So, okay, at the doctor's office, when they make you fill out a little questionnaire, like one thing you want to do in the near future, a goal, I always put like walking to the mailbox or something like that. I can't walk, so it's really funny, at least to me. I don't know if they find it amusing, but I do. A goal I'm striving towards. I mean, as far as YouTube goes, I want to keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully make more friends and keep the friends I have and just, you know, do some content worth watching. In my regular life, I think my only goal is to ever always be my best self, my favorite self, to be good and kind and generous and, you know, and not just like say the things, but actually do the things. Just lately, I haven't had anyone who's really needed anything. A couple of years ago, I had a friend and I spent a lot of time just like doing things and trying to help her, and I really, really like being the person that you can count on. I don't know if that makes any sense. And ideally, I'd like to do it without any like thanks, you know, like I'll randomly send gifts to people, just little things that make me think of them. And I always feel weird because I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, that was so great. I don't need that. But at the same time, getting anonymous gifts in the mail, not a good time. So I don't know, I just want to keep being good because I am in my heart a really good person, and that feels good. So I guess that wraps the video. If you want to do this tag, you should just, you know, let Erica and Shawnee and I know, because we're all in it together. And I want to thank Erica for thinking up the questions. Again, she is amazing at asking questions. Holy moly. I think perhaps she was maybe an interviewer in her former life, or maybe in her future life, who knows. But they're fun, they're good questions every single time. This one was harder because it was all about us. Now, if I had to answer these questions for somebody else, it'd be a walk in the park. Not, you know, for me, but it'd be a nice role. All right, I'm gonna go. Holy moly, thank you so much for hanging out today. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.